Hello everyone, my name is Brian Larson. Welcome to my channel. This is Smile and Live. This is my very first videos. Don't mind me if I'm nervous. If you find me stumbling over my words and so on, this is something that's been in the works for quite a while, but I've talked myself out of doing it many times. But one of the things that I'll be sharing on this channel is me trying to cook some of the meals that are very near and dear to my heart, especially a lot of Nigerian cuisines. If many of you don't know, half my family is Nigerian, so it's something that's near and dear to the heart that, you know, I gotta have my Nigerian meals in particular at least once a week. So today what I'll be trying to cook for the very first time, off camera, on camera, is some goat meat and yam pepper soup. So again, please bear with me if you see me doing a lot of incorrect things, but I have the mindset of you learn through experimentation. I don't use measuring cups. I go with the feel. So please, you know, feel free to share comments, ideas on this video as I share this experience with you all, this journey, as I go down this road of sharing the Nigerian culture with you, West African culture, and many other cultures that I like to explore myself individually and hope to bring you all along on this ride. And along with the cooking, the food, the culture, I'll be doing some interviews with small businesses. The place where the meal I'm about to cook, that I got all my ingredients and the food from, is the Carolina African Market right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I'll be doing a spotlight on them here within the next week or so. And then on some additional small businesses around the area and back home in Ohio where I'm originally from. And so I'm branching out, getting out of my comfort zone and doing the things that I love to do, learning from new people, learning from different cultures, sharing meals with new friends. And I'd just like to bring you all along with that journey to hopefully bring some joy and education into your life. And so, welcome. At the end of the video, I'll give you my information. Please like and subscribe so we could continue this journey with one another here in the Smile and Live community. Thank you. All right, as you guys can see here, here's my goat meat that I got here locally at the Carolina African Market here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been there many times to order takeout, and I will be having a short feature on them coming up here in a week where I'll be interviewing the owners about their journey of starting a business, restaurant / grocery. Again, that's the Carolina African Market here in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. I'll also share their information here below the video later on. But I got this meat from them. They have a internal butcher shop as well. So that's the goat meat that we'll be cooking up here. I did already season this with some salt and some stock cubes and some paprika. I like to use paprika on a lot of my things that add a little more flavor. So that's a little something that I added there as well, some paprika. So I did marinate that for over an hour in the refrigerator. Typically, again, this is my first time doing this, but something like this, especially with meat along these lines, I would generally marinate it overnight. All right. Okay, guys. So here we have some of the seasoning here that we'll be using to make our goat meat and yam pepper soup. I have my onion, my peppers, some ginger, some crayfish powder. You can also get it the crayfish whole, but I got the crayfish powder, and it has some mint and rosemary along with my pepper soup seasoning. And then also have my Maggi seasoning cubes. And so what I'm gonna do is blend this in a blender, then use that to make the soup. All right, after I blended the ingredients there, now it's time to put the blend here on the meat, and then let's get going. So I got a good blend. Put it around. Add some of the pepper soup seasoning. And then we're going to cover it and let this cook for a little while, a little simmer. All right, so now after it's been marinating in here and the seasoning and simmering, I'm going to add some water just to get to the top of the meat. Don't want to add too much water. And you know, this dish is a little smaller just for two folks. And so if you're curious about that, I didn't go with too much meat or too big of a dish. There's only a couple of us that'll be enjoying this meal. All right, a little more. Now I'm going to cover again and let it cook for about 30 minutes. All right, guys, so it's been cooking here for about 30 minutes. And so now, so here, I'm going to add the yam cubes. Stir those up here. And then I'm gonna cover and let it cook here until the yam softens up, as well as the meat. Make sure they're both nice and soft. All right, so I'm gonna cover and keep cooking. All right, gonna check on it here. See if it's softened up here, which it should have been by now. Oh yeah, that yam soft, the meat soft. Now what I'm gonna do is add some dry basil. If I actually had I wish I would have had the basil right from the garden, but I got some dried basil right now. So add that. Stir that in a little bit. And I'm just going to cover it for a couple more minutes here and we'll check back. Oh, smells delicious. We are all set. So thank you all for joining on this journey here. I believe it's all ready to go, or I hope so. So we are all set to eat. It's finished. All right, guys. So you probably heard me say, all right, guys, like a million times in that video. But as I mentioned in the beginning there, I was very, very, very nervous. I've never recorded myself cooking for. First time doing that meal ever. Something I've enjoyed many times, but I've never cooked it. I watched my mother-in-law and my siblings cook it as well. And then my aunties and cousins and so on. But it's the first time I've ever cooked it, so it turned out really good. It definitely turned out really, really good. So I was pleasantly surprised, but I knew it was, for me, experimentation. I don't use measuring cups. I just kind of go with the flow and go what I know and what I've witnessed with my eyes, and learn from it. And that's why I encourage you to leave comments on these videos and to give me tips, pointers. Tell me what you enjoyed that I did, as far as whether it's cooking the meals, things that you may have not thought to add to the meal that you tried and you enjoyed. Again, cooking to me is it's an outlet, and I enjoy doing it. To me, it's not work at all, and it's just about experimenting, and it's about family. You know, sharing a meal with somebody, sharing stories, learning, get to know one another a little more, and and that's what it's all about. Learning from one another, learning about our cultures, and continue to explore those avenues. So again, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and look at information on here as well on other channels. And and also the Business Side Spotlight. Again, I got all the ingredients and food for this meal at the Carolina African Market right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I will post their information as well below this video. But again, thank you. One down and hopefully many more to go. Have a great rest of your day, great week, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Thank you.